What to do, Internet? David Baugh here, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that have been going on the last few weeks. I assume that you have noticed that I hadn't uploaded in a couple weeks, and I've been trying to hit this pretty regularly. So I wanted to just address that. I've been working on some pretty major deals that have been going on, and I'm hoping that that's going to be the start of something new. I can't really talk about that much while, those deals are still being finalized. I've also had a pretty big string of bad luck lately. I had 2 tickets that I got within eyesight of my house. I also had a pipe burst in my house on the same day that I got one of those tickets, and it flooded my bathroom, and then I had 4 industrial fans and a dehumidifier going in the same room that I normally would film these videos, so that really put a damper on things, but all of that is in the past now, and I'm looking onwards and upwards, and it got me thinking as I've had this time off that, I really wanted to come back strong, and I wanted to do something that I've always wanted to do, which is folding what is called a Senbazaru. Now, a Senbazaru is 1,000 paper cranes. There is a legend that says that if you fold 1,000 paper cranes, then you will be granted good luck, which I think that we can all use a little bit of these days. Now, I'm going to obviously not be able to fold this in this one video because this is something that generally takes people around 50 hours or so to do. Now, this tradition is ancient, but you may have seen it in the book Sudoku and the Thousand Paper Cranes. I read it when I was a kid, and it's always something that I've wanted to do. The idea of being able to wish for something has always sort of appealed to me. Although I've only ever wished for one thing for all of my movies to get made. Every birthday candle, every wishing well, every shooting star, I always wish for my movies to get made, so it seemed only appropriate that I film it while I'm doing it. Now, I've got a bunch of really good things starting that I think could use a little bit of extra luck, so I wanted to get into this, but let's start. I've got 2 packages of 500 papers here. Sometimes they come with an extra one. They are 6 by 6. I'm going to fold 1,000 of them, but why don't we start off by just learning how to fold a paper crane, because that's definitely going to be something that is necessary. I don't want these sheets to get all over the place, but let's start with one piece of paper. This is a perfect square. So you're going to start by folding it in half, I guess horizontally. You're going to create a crease here. You're going to unfold. You're going to do the same thing in the opposite direction. It's a pretty simple thing to do, but it can be a lot of fun. Once we've unfolded there, we're going to fold it horizontally. Diagonally, rather. Alright. Let's get this one right. And then once more, diagonally the opposite direction. So we should have a series of folds looking something like this. Now here is where the trick comes in. You are going to fold these together so that it makes a square. Which is why you do the folds in advance to get your paper prepped for it. Alright, so you've got one side folded up that way. That's just this base sort of folded up and folded flat. And you'll get sort of a diamond shape out of it. I'm hoping these will get better with time. But, you know, each bird doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want a certain amount of consistency here. Right. So, then you have a diamond shape, and you fold one of these legs up. It's starting to look like a paper crane now. You're going to pick one side that you want to be the head of the crane. You're going to fold that one down, sort of pinch it in a little bit, just like that. And there we go. One paper crane, right? Now only 999 more cranes to go, and I get my wish. They're typically hung on strings. You will have 25 strings with about 40 birds on each, which will add up to about 1,000. And sometimes it is also customary to fold one extra bird for good luck. Now, with all of that being said, I'm going to get started on some of these, and we are going to see what happens when we get to the end of it. Normally, this channel is predominantly related to filmmaking, but honestly, I've always been a jack of all trades. If I'm going to be honest with myself and I'm going to be honest with you, then, you know, my persona is not going to be summed up in one talent. My talent has always lied in having and cultivating many skills. This is one of those useless skills that I learned as a kid after reading that book, and I've always been interested to see what would happen. So I'll get started, and I will check back in with you guys in well, you know, however long this takes me. Definitely within a year, or I won't get my wish. But I will see you guys on the other side. It was a pleasure as always, and you guys have a wonderful evening.